Alright, so hey everybody, we're still here. We're out here gardening. This crazy times in the world. We got plenty of time to garden. I got my two little boys here helping me out. So we're gonna take you on a quick tour and show you all what we have growing out here in our backyard. Alright, so here we're in the, this is our backyard garden bed. You can see our past video on how I built and framed up this with some wood here. But you can see over here we got some Swiss chard growing. This has kind of got a lot of herbs in it. I planted some a lot of perennial items here. Some red vein sorrel. Got our chives blooming back there in the back. Got a little bit of cilantro growing here, coriander. This is some oregano. If you could smell this stuff, it smells great. Huge. This is probably the second year. All these plants have been in the ground now, so the second year of these perennials do much better. I planted some dill this year right here. It's looking really nice. A little rosemary, thyme, and more red vein sorrel, some flowers there. And then we planted a few strawberries in the ground this year. Maybe next year I'll set that strawberry tower up that we've had. I was a little too late to get plants for it, but we planted some out here. As you can see, you got some flowers on them. Little strawberries starting to grow, and we've got several strawberries out here. Some more herbs. This right here is cool. I found at the nursery this year. This is a cutting celery. It's like used for the leaves. It's not a full celery plant, but it almost looks like it's pretty much celery, but it's made for just cutting little stems off as you grow. Here's some more the strawberries. Put a little video in here. Check this out. This is Gavin picking strawberries. What did you find?
Strawberry.
Let me see. What do you got there, buddy?
Strawberry.
Strawberry? You gonna pick it?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Show it to me. You gonna eat it? Is it good?
Yeah.
Did you grow that? Yeah? How's it taste? Yummy? Fresh strawberry right out of the garden, huh? Alright, and then I got some of these onions. These kind of fell over. But it said it was a perennial. Here is the label. I left it in here so I could remember what it was. So these are what kind of onions these are. I've been using them for green onions, but they did fall over because I guess when onions fall over, that means they're technically ready to pull. But here's some dinosaur kale, more oregano, rosemary, thyme. This is a huge amount of sage. You got a red kale back there, more thyme, and then we'll go around the corner. So where we have our asparagus a little bit growing. I planted some broccoli, but it was a little bit late in the season, so we're just gonna get some small little broccoli sprouts. It was a little too late in the season to plant those. Come around this side along our fence. This is mint. Pretty windy outside today, but this mint here, making some mojitos. These are great for that. Plenty of mint. Just remember, wherever you plant mint, it will spread. You can see here I got a little concrete separation, so this is not going to go anywhere between the fence and the concrete, so we're good on that. Come down here, we got a few more flowers, rosemary. So there's just a quick look at our backyard flower bed, herb bed, garden bed. It's got a lot of herbs in it. It's just mainly perennial plants here. with some others planted in between. Oh yeah, on the back side I forgot to show you, I got some basil. I got a couple of different basils. They just planted them maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago. A couple of different basils here. There's another one. This is a Thai basil also. Let's check out our other bed I have growing. Alright, so here's our other gardening area. We got some more Swiss chard that's been over the winter. This stuff is so easy to grow, and we don't get that cold, at least the past few years, so this does not die down in the winter for most parts, unless it's a really hard freeze. It did die one year on me, but that stuff's easy to grow there. Here's some more of the broccoli I planted kind of late in the season, so I don't think that's going to make. I got a few pepper plants here. They're a little small yet, although they do have some flowers on them. So I had just planted these peppers right when all this coronavirus started, and the nurseries kind of started reducing hours. Some shut down, then they opened back up, but I had just barely was able to find some pepper plants before all the craziness hit the fan. Got our tomatoes. They're growing very well. A lot of flowers on them, as you can see. Yeah, there's one tomato just now starting to grow. See if I can find it here. So we finally got some tomatoes setting fruit. Just starting to set fruit, which is great. So I'll have some tomatoes soon. I got a little variety. I like to grow different kinds. I got the labels underneath there, but I got a couple of small cherry grape tomatoes, and then some of the bigger one. I think this one here is a brandy wine. So there's our tomatoes. So we keep on coming around here. It's almost kind of time's up for this, but this is our romaine. You can see it's just starting to shoot up here, like this red romaine. It's kind of shot up. So we're gonna go ahead and pick all this pretty soon. Got a little spinach planted along the front here as well. So there's just a little bit of that. There's our second little gardening area. Come around here. I got a few blackberry plants we planted a couple years ago. But if we look a little closely here, you can see that they are just now starting to put on some fruit. They were full of flowers a couple of weeks ago. So we should have some blackberries sooner than later. I'd highly recommend, if you get blackberry plants, make sure they have with thorns, because we planted several years ago some thornless blackberries, and well, we fed the birds and we never got any blackberry plants. So these the birds won't mess with because they're all got thorns all over them, but a little bit of pain and you'll get some blackberry plants and blackberries to eat. Alright, so there's just a quick update on showing y'all what we got growing there in our backyard. So hopefully we'll do this again soon. Encourage y'all to get out there and dig out in the garden, dig out in the soil. It's good for your health. During these crazy times, get outside, get some fresh air, and grow a little food. So hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see you next time.